Alright, here we go with attempt number 2 with the Eryone Thinker. Again, heavily modded. I've got a Sherpa extruder, and I've got a Dragon HF Hotend, dual blowers, TMC 2209s, running Klipper. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, on a linear rail and stuff like that. So here we go. This one's at 300 millimeters a second. I want to run this and test. I have a suspicion that there's something else going on, but let's see here. We got first layer. I'm just going to hit play. There we go. So we just started the timer right there. So we're 4 seconds in. So we'll see. So this is as fast as I think it can go out of the gate. Looks like it's doing okay. We shall see. So the last one, which I had at 250 with a bunch of weird settings, I only got to about 48, and then if I did just the fast profile on the regular Thinker that it ships with, which I set up, it did it in about an hour and 5 minutes. So that was only like a 14-minute improvement. So we'll see where this one ends up. So stay tuned. So here we are at the end of the print at 300 millimeters a second, and it looks like the time did not change one bit, but I think I'm about to pause it and you can see here that it's still about 48 seconds, but I think I might have figured out what was causing that just as we finish up here. And there's our finish. Again, 48 minutes. I think the last one was 48 minutes and 1 second and stuff. So really no difference. But I've been looking in Cura, and I had acceleration control enabled, which I think is not what you want to do with Klipper. So I'm going to do another test with that disabled, and we'll see where we go. But it'll be in the same video. So this is attempt 3. I'm not sure anything's going to change. I think this might actually have something to do with my Klipper config. I've turned off jerk and acceleration Cura to see if that was affecting it, but I know that Klipper controls this, so we'll see where it goes. And there we go. We got the first layer, and we've clicked start. So we shall see how it goes. But I'm not holding my hopes up. We shall see if it's 24 or 48 minutes. And how's that first layer looking? No, it's sticking. That's a positive. Alright. Okay, so we're just at the last few layers. And on the third attempt, you learn something new every time you try something, so this is good, at least for myself. So we're just coming in the last few layers here. I'm just waiting to hold the pause button on my timer. As soon as we do it, 89, 90, and layer 191. Done. So timer comes in at 35:36, which is about 12 and a half minutes that shaved off. And you know, the interesting thing is I didn't think these settings did anything, but I turned off enable acceleration control and enable jerk control in the Cura profile. So yeah, that's another lesson learned. So we're down to just under 36 minutes. So the next step in my journey to see how fast I can get the Eryone Thinker going is I'm going to be printing this test resonance tower, and Klipper is going to be stepping up the velocity every so many layers by 100. It starts at 1250, and then it'll keep stepping it up, and then when we're done we'll find out the place where it starts breaking down, and that will give us information. So I'll report back. So through some of the journey here, I found out that Kira was doing the right thing, and by removing the print acceleration here, enable acceleration control, what was happening is the Klipper was defaulting to what I had set inside the config file, and Kira was no longer telling it to slow down. So you can kind of see here in the orange areas, the bands there, they're kind of more gradient and stuff like that. And if I bump this now up to 1500, which is what it can do stock, it says, you can kind of see that those bands there, they got a little bit more brighter orange. So that's what was going on between my first and second print. Basically it was going between 750 and 1500, which was the change. After I've done the tower, and here's the tower I printed. So this is my x-axis, and this is going from 1250 up to 7000, and you can see there's not much splitting happening in between those points there, but my y-axis is really my limitation. You can kind of see by the third or fourth band it starts to split, so really my acceleration limit's going to be at 3000. So the next test I'm going to do is with a 3000 acceleration limit, and what we can see, I mean, like now Kira is saying it's 36 minutes, last one came out at about 35. If we drive this up to 3000, do a little slice, which will be my next test. You can see we're getting under sub 30 minutes, so it'll be interesting to see. And here are all the benchies in order. That's like stock, that's the first attempt, second attempt, which is no different, and then we've got the third attempt, which, you know, has a little more stringing, but overall, I mean, it still doesn't look much different than that. So I'm kind of excited to see what the next result was. So I'll report back. Cheers.